Captain Marcus Chun stood in the center of the crystalline arena, his weathered hands adjusting the grip on his plasma sword. Around him, thousands of alien spectators filled the tiered seats of the Zephyrian Coliseum, their chittering voices creating a symphony of anticipation. The translucent blue walls pulsed with bioluminescent patterns, responding to the crowd's excitement. Across from him, Commander Vextol of the Royal Guard towered nearly 3 meters tall. The reptilian warrior's scales shimmered like liquid. Mercury and his 4 arms each held a different weapon: a neural disruptor, an energy lance, a gravitational mace, and a molecular blade. His serpentine tail, tipped with a venomous barb, swayed hypnotically behind him. "Human," Vextol's voice resonated through the arena's acoustic enhancers. "You have insulted the honor of our beloved Princess Kiara by refusing her courtship offer. By Zephyrian law, I am bound to defend her dignity." Marcus had known this day would come. 3 months ago, when his diplomatic mission to establish trade relations between Earth and Zephyros Prime had begun, he never expected the young princess to develop feelings for him. Her advances had been polite but persistent, and his gentle refusals had apparently been interpreted as grievous insults to the royal bloodline. "Commander," Marcus replied, his voice steady despite the odds stacked. "Against him, I meant no disrespect. On my world, we believe love cannot be forced or demanded. It must grow naturally between 2 souls." A ripple of confusion passed through the alien crowd. The concept seemed foreign to them. Vextol's eyes narrowed to golden slits. "You're primitive? Human philosophy is irrelevant. You will fight, or you will be executed as a coward. Choose your death, mammal." Marcus had studied Zephyrian combat extensively during his preparation for this mission. Their warriors were bred for battle, enhanced with cybernetic implants, and trained from birth in the art of war. Vextol himself was undefeated in over 2,000 duels. By every logical measure, this should have been a massacre, but the commander had made one crucial error in his assessment. He had underestimated human adaptability. The ceremonial gong echoed through the arena, and Vextol launched himself forward. With terrifying speed, his 4 weapons struck simultaneously from different angles, a coordinated assault that had felled countless opponents before. Marcus didn't try to block all 4 attacks. Instead, he did something that defied Zephyrian combat doctrine. He threw himself directly into the path of the gravitational mace, using its pull to accelerate his momentum while simultaneously rolling beneath the other 3 weapons. The crowd gasped as the humans seemed to dance with physics itself, using the commander's own attacks against him. Marcus came up behind Vextol and struck with his plasma sword, leaving a smoking gash across the alien's lower back. "Impossible!" Vextol roared, spinning with lightning reflexes. "No creature can move like that." But Marcus was already gone, having rolled away the moment his strike landed. Years of combat experience in Earth's various conflicts had taught him that survival often meant embracing chaos rather than fighting it. The duel continued, and with each exchange, something unprecedented began to happen. Marcus started to adapt to Vextol's fighting style in real time, learning from each near miss and narrow escape. His movements became more fluid, more unpredictable. Vextol, despite his superior training and physical advantages, found himself increasingly frustrated. His attacks, while powerful and precise, followed established patterns that the humans somehow began to anticipate. "You fight without honor," the commander snarled, blood seeping from multiple minor wounds. "Where is your formation, your discipline?" Marcus wiped sweat from his brow, his chest heaving. "We humans have a saying, Commander. No plan survives contact with the enemy. We learned long ago that rigid thinking gets you killed." The revelation struck the alien audience like a thunderbolt. They watched in fascination as this small, seemingly inferior creature continued to not just survive, but actually wound their champion through sheer unpredictability and adaptation. As the duel progressed, Marcus began to notice something else. Vextol's cybernetic enhancements, while granting His incredible speed and strength also made him somewhat predictable. The implants optimized his responses based on calculated probabilities, but they couldn't account for the beautiful logic of human intuition. In the final moments of the battle, when both fighters were bloodied and exhausted, Marcus made his decisive move. Instead of retreating as he had throughout the fight, he suddenly charged directly at Vextol, screaming a human battle cry that echoed through the arena. The unexpected aggression caused the commander's tactical systems to miscalculate. In that split second of confusion, Marcus's plasma sword found its mark, piercing through the gap in Vextol's armor and stopping just short of his primary heart. The arena fell silent. "Yield," Marcus said quietly, his blade humming with deadly energy. Vextol looked down at the human weapon that could end his life with a twitch of Marcus's wrist. Slowly, he dropped his 4 weapons, the metallic clatter echoing in the sudden stillness. "I yield," he whispered, then louder for all to hear. "I yield to the human warrior." The crowd erupted in a mixture of cheers and shocked exclamations. Princess Kyara, watching from the royal box, stared at Marcus with newfound respect rather than romantic infatuation. As Marcus helped the wounded commander to his feet, Vextol looked at him with something approaching awe. "How?" he asked simply. Marcus smiled wearily. "We humans have been fighting each other for thousands of years, Commander. We've learned that the greatest strength isn't in following the rules of war, it's in knowing when to break them." From that day forward, the story of the human who defeated the undefeatable spread throughout the Zephyrian Empire. It became a tale not just of one man's victory, but of humanity's greatest weapon, their refusal to accept that anything was impossible. And Marcus Chun, bloody but victorious, had unknowingly opened the door for his species to take their place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as the unpredictable wild cards that the galaxy never saw coming.